age, turning the House of Lords into an elected body. Well, that's great. That's what I'd be all for, turning the House of Lords into an elected body. But what is that going to do right now today for people that need this housing, for people that are starving, for people that cannot afford their day-to-day lives? So it's all well and good campaigning for those process reforms, but they're quite literally going to do nothing to help the everyday person on the street.
The unspoken premise of the process reform is that once you get all these young people and other people, then they'll vote for something good. Well, why don't we just go direct to the something good? Let's vote for the nationalization of the Bank of England and the Euro-Tobin or Keynesian 1% tax and get
Absolutely.
right to it, rather than this pie in the sky in the middle, right, which nobody can quite fathom, right? Why don't we just get down to business and make the needed reforms? Well, very good. Have we got any notable gaffes? Any notable...
Attention taxpayers. If you've received a notice from the IRS or state, do not ignore it. It's also a big mistake to try and handle your tax problem on your own. If you owe back taxes, it's a fact that the government has the power to take everything you own, including your home, business, wages, savings, and your freedom. But here's the good news. There's a special toll-free tax hotline set up especially for you. This tax hotline will tell you about new programs that are geared to help you dramatically settle, reduce, or eliminate what you owe. But you have to call now. Take down this number or put it in your cell phone. But call 877-345-7645. That's 877-345-7645. When you call, you get free information on how you can reduce or eliminate back taxes, including penalties and interest. You can also be helped if you have unfiled returns, a tax lien, wage garnishment, bank levy, or if you've been entered into a payment plan but can't make the payments. Don't make the big mistake in thinking you can ignore or handle your tax problem on your own. You can stop the collection process immediately at 1-877-345-7645. That's 1-877-345-7645. 1-877-345-7645.
Did you know that drinking pure, high alkaline water is one of the most important factors in maintaining high energy and vibrant health? Most experts agree that the water you drink should be at a pH level of 8 or higher. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops, available only at alkavision.com, combine a unique formula of only the most alkaline minerals. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops alkalize your water, ridding the body of harmful toxins, and helps you regain health and energy. Alkalizing your water by simply adding 10 drops of AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops helps the body rid itself of acidic waste, increases oxygen content, and raises the pH of your body to healthy levels. And bacteria and viruses cannot survive in an alkaline high pH environment. Order your bottle of AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops for only $29.95 at alkavision.com. That's ALKAvision.com. Or call 269-409-1776. 269-409-1776. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com today.
Gold. It's like nothing else on Earth. From the Romans through the Renaissance, from the Industrial Age to the Space Age, gold has weathered the test of time. For 6,000 years, gold has remained the ultimate store of wealth. According to the World Gold Council and the U.S. Mint, demand is at an all-time high. The stage is being set for the reemergence of gold as the common-sense alternative to a fiat paper currency that gets weaker every day. Midas Resources is proud to offer the hard-hitting report that arms you with the truth you need to protect you and your family from the Fed's plans for your hard-earned money. Don't gamble with your future. Call Midas Resources today and ask for your free copy of As Good as Gold. Call 1-800-686-2237 for the report the Fed hopes you'll never see. As Good as Gold can be yours by calling 800-686-2237. If you have ever thought about owning gold, you must read this report. Call Midas today at 800-686-2237.
By now, you may have heard a bit about Bitcoins, but did you know Bitcoins are now over an $8.5 billion market? And did you know that over 65,000 businesses now accept Bitcoins? Listen, if you're already earning Bitcoins or trying to make money in the Bitcoin market, you've got to know bidbit.co. Why? Because bidbit.co is where you can easily receive Bitcoins by selling and auctioning off your own personal items or promote business products and services for Bitcoins. You heard right. Whether personal or business, you can now buy, sell, and auction your products and services quickly, easily, and securely for Bitcoin at bidbit.co, the first and only marketplace website to offer BidBit Escrow, a proprietary technology which gives buyers and sellers security and peace of mind because all transactions are protected. Start today. It's free to join, free to post, free to auction, and free to bid at bidbit.co. Buy, sell, bid, or auction everything Bitcoin. That's www.bidbit.co. Bidbit.co.
Independently leading the way for the nation. Compelling talk for every political persuasion. We are G's.
Our final segment on this week's World Crisis Radio, Webster Tarpley reporting from Washington, D.C. Well, we've heard from Stuart Hooper. His election is the 7th of May, but there's another election in May. It is for county commissioner in Monroe County, Pennsylvania, the area of the Poconos, the Delaware Water Gap, Stroudsburg, maybe the largest town. And it's Adam Rodriguez running for county commissioner there. So let's get an update on the campaign from Adam Rodriguez right away. Adam, welcome.
Great. Thank you very much, Webster. Thanks for having me on the program. I wanted to kind of get right into it and just explain and put people up to date on where I am with the campaign so that they can get an idea of what the landscape looks like right now. So we're in the middle of a primary. That's May 19th. Municipal elections in Pennsylvania are held in off years. The county commissioner holds the seat for 4 years, so it's a really ideal position for me, assuming that I want to, maybe move on from commissioner after my term. Is if I decide to run for state rep or Congress, I won't lose my seat, which is really great. But it also, county commissioners really have a lot of power here in that the county's 170,000 people strong, so technically I would be representing 170,000 people. I'd be one of three. So the race right now is looking great. We have 4 people in the primary, one of which is my running mate, Andre Reams. We're running together as a team. The 2 others are, pretty much what I have seen so far. They seem to be Democrats in name only, in that they seem to be very close to some of the Republicans in the area. And they seem to be actually getting funding to some degree from some of the Republicans. I can't prove that 100%, but just by, birds of a feather tend to flock together, and that's the case here. So, I have a big fundraiser on Sunday. I am having at least 50 to 75 people coming to a hall that we rented. We have food being donated by a local Texas Roadhouse, the manager of which is a very strong Democrat who wants to see more progressive values here in the county, and one of which is minimum wage issues. He realizes that you have to pay people a decent living wage, so he's all for doing that as a franchisee or general manager of a local Texas Roadhouse Grill. So he's donating food to us. So I got the hall donated by a local civic organization, and then the food. So, things are looking really good. I have...
So, Adam, suppose people want to drop in. Tell us where and when and all the details so they can stop by.
That would be wonderful. I'm in Marshall's Creek, which is really north of Stroudsburg. Basically, it's East Stroudsburg, but it's called Marshall's Creek. I'm in Country Club of the Poconos, which is where I live. And the club where it's being held, it's a golf club for the local municipal golf course. It's on Big Ridge Drive. It's right off of Big Ridge Drive. I'm not sure what the actual address is, but you just follow it all the way up to the end, and you'll see signs for Whispering Pines Clubhouse, Golf Clubhouse. So that's where we're holding it. And, it's going to be from 3 to 7. Like I said, I'm expecting about 50 to 75 people, maybe more. We have food for plenty, so please come by. We're asking for, a $35 donation, but you know what? You give what you can. It's more important for me to fill this place up and make it into a party and launch the Adam for Commissioner campaign going into the primary. I want everyone to know that I need all the help I can get. We were thinking about doing a lawn sign campaign, but that's going to be a little bit too late. So what we're going to do is turn around and use the proceeds from this and do a mailer. We're planning on using a very targeted list from the Democratic priority software they use to identify voters in the county here. It's called Vote Builder, and we can actually do a very targeted mailer to around 2,000 to 4,000 people. That's going to be, a very personalized letter appealing to people to come out and vote for me. To win the primary, I need at least 1,500 to 2,000 votes. And if I can do that, I'll go to the general, and the two candidates that come out of the primary that we put up as Democrats into the general election will then go up against the two Republicans, and there's no independents, unless there's a write-in at this point, but there's no independents. And, the thing that I wanted to stress as a candidate is that, yes, I'm running as a Democrat, but really I'm bringing to the table a whole set of ideas that a lot of the Democrats around here really aren't aware of, and that's the idea of national banking and a very progressive tax structure kind of highlighted. And, the jewel in the crown is the 1% Wall Street sales tax. And people love the idea. They understand the idea of a financial transaction tax. 1% to them oftentimes seems very low, but when you put it into realistic perspective, it's a place to bargain from. So I think that the idea of national banking from a commissioner's standpoint is key, because assuming that we get to the point where we can have a system of national banking in this country, I'm going to be in a position where I can basically put bids out for contract in the local paper and in the local economy here for great projects of major national importance. One of which is opening up the gap to rail, a significant rail, not just regular electrified rail, but high-speed rail and possibly even maglev rail is going to have to come through the gap at some point. So that type of project, a multi-trillion-dollar project, really running all the way from New York City, from Hoboken on through parts of New Jersey, on through the Gap, and then on to Scranton, are just some of the things that we can do, and that's going to be those are going to have a halo effect in terms of an economic driver throughout Northeast Pennsylvania, and I plan on being at the forefront of that. I plan on fighting for those things and using that knowledge of national banking and the history of national banking to prove to people that this has been done before. This is what drives my creative abilities, my ability to persuade people and teach them their history, and so they understand where we came from and where we need to be in order to get back up to speed here in Northeast PA and in the country. And I'm going to be at the forefront.
Okay, Adam, just before we run out of time, give your website and how people can contribute, and then we'll use the remaining time. Sure. Okay? Go ahead.
Sure. Yeah, no question. Well, I mean, this is very important because I need all the funds I can get. My web address is Adam for Commissioner, Adam for Commissioner. That's ADAMFORCOMMISSIONER .com. All right, .com. And then if you want to go to my Facebook page, there's a link to my web address there where you can donate as well, and that's Adam for Commissioner, or the committee to elect Adam for Commissioner. So if you go onto Facebook, you can find those two links, and it'll take you back to my PayPal address, and you can then donate. We took care of all the glitches, and you should be able to donate no problem to my campaign. And we need everything we can get. We're going to need at least $1,500 to $2,000 for the mailer, a very targeted mailer using a bulk rate, and we're going to do a simple little postcard. I need other campaign materials. I need expenses to go to events and things like that. I mean, this is a very high-profile campaign here in the county. This is the most high-profile municipal position that's up for grabs right now.
Great. So I urge everybody, if you're within striking distance, go to the Whispering Pines event, Sunday,
Right,
the
right.
26th of April at 3 p.m. to 7.
Country Club of the Post
And
Office,
wherever you are, it's adamforcommissioner.com and
Yep.
contribute through the site.
Right, exactly. I think I wanted to get in a little bit and speak to